It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. Let's do it.
I got him. Here we go. That's me. I got ball.
T. That's the start they were looking for just as the fans were getting seated.
And I love that aggression. Stylistically, you have to come out and dictate the tempo of the ball game. Don't ease your way into it. Keep your foot on the gas.
Gets it in the right corner. Tucker to Harden. Not a good pass there. T-Wolves have it.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Knocked loose. Rockets have the steal. Harden into the front court. Down three. And the finish. Slam dunk.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Wiggins to Butler. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark. To Harden. Tucker to Harden. From the painted area, won't go down.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
A simple touch foul.
Wiggins. T to Towns. Fires the three. Not done yet. Taj Gibson to T. And a whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Wiggins. Butler. Missed it. Another shot stays out. Follows his own shot with that one. Nice follow-up.
And easy two. Get back on defense.
Rockets have the ball. To Harden. Defense making the ball handler work. Great dish to set it up. Harden, he connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Harden in possession. They're down 3. To P.J. Tucker. Harden. Anthony. Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jacking back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Butler to Gibson. To Towns.
I got him. Here we go.
Inside, he scores.
That's the kind of defense they're going to play in him all night. Even though he made that shot, he knows there's nothing easy about this game.
Rockets in control of the basketball. To Capella. Sizing up the defense. That'll get out of bounds off one of the T-Wolves. It stays with Houston. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Subbing in for the Rockets, number 1, Michael Carter-Williams.
Anthony.
Watch that cutter.
Shot clock to 4 for Houston. Harden. Harden with a shot. Won't go. Fight to shoot for Minnesota. Trying to cash in. He shoots. Oh, off the mark.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
First foul in the final 2 minutes. Into the game.
Anthony.
Number 25.
Harden shoots. Oh, he was wide open. It's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out. Timberwolves have the basketball.
The defense is doing such a good job of denying him the ball and really getting in his pocket, but he got that one to go.
And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
First one goes down. And gets both to drop at the line. And too much contact.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Knocks down the first. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. To Rose. Shot from the lane won't go. Harden with the basketball. Shot clock off as they look for a go-ahead bucket. Down a point.
I like that. Here we go.
Derrick Rose slams it down. We played one at Target Center with the Timberwolves on top. Jay and I return to Minneapolis after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Good start to this one. After one quarter of play, on to the second period. Jay, neither team was able to get control to start this one.
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
It's a one-point game as we get rolling once again here in the second quarter.
I'm on D.
Rose.
That's short.
Rose's shot off the iron, no good.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
And scores.
I tell you, he's so special, Ed. He makes the game look easy.
A lot of hard work to make it look easy. Butler to bring it up. We're a minute into the second quarter. Rose. Rare three for Rose. Defense was ready. Knight into the front court. Leads one. Nene with the dunk.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Count it. And the foul. He is going to the line for a free throw.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
And now Houston has the basketball. Harden to Paul. Nene to Paul. 4-3. Off the mark. No good. Jones with it. Looking to make something happen. Lets it fly from long range. That no good. Off the mark. Now Paul with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Oh, nice swat.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
I'm here. I got ball.
Not that time. And stuffs it home.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
The jumper's off the mark. Here's Harden with the rock. To P.J. Tucker, beyond the arc for 3. Always has a chance for Tucker, but not that time. Rockets have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Capella to Paul. And 2 more points. The defense had him, but the good shooters find a way. Jay, he's played for a number of teams in the Western Conference, no less. What do you make of Paul and his willingness to embrace a challenge?
Well, for the first 12 years of his career, he was ball dominant. The ball was forced to be in his hands every possession because nobody else, other than CP3, could make a play. Now there's a shared responsibility with the playmaking skills, and that only allows him to play looser, to play freer, to play more like he played in college, hunting his own shot and thinking pass second, score first.
First free throw is good. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Butler to T. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Here's Paul, controlling the offense. To Capella. Screen coming. Paul. Gets a shot up, off the mark. Knocked loose. Rockets come up with it. Paul with it up top. Up by 3. Paul to Harden.
Trap this. Come on, we got it. Get the ball.
To Paul. Going to launch beyond the arc. Off the iron. No good. Teague with the basketball. Under a minute to go before halftime. To Butler. Oh, they called the foul, Jay.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
That's his first personal foul.
Butler.
Now serving the penalty.
Oh, he had him there for a second. To Taj Gibson. Scores from the post.
Okay, that's all right. You take your lumps and you move on. You did exactly what the game plan was defensively to guard a player like that.
Layup goes down. Well done. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
Paul to Capella. Nice pass to set things up.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Towns. That's what you come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
Gets off the three. At the buzzer. Good. A three at the buzzer. Everything going right so far as they've extended the lead. That'll do it for the first half. Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Houston takes over.
Lock up, lock up.
Paul. Now pass stolen by the Timberwolves. Cashes in for 2.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Paul into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Harden to Paul. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. That'll get out of bounds, off one of the T-Wolves. Paul across the timeline. They lead it. 4-point game. Won't go. With a drop step. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Ooh, someone's been working on their game in the offseason. But let's not get carried away.
T-Wolves at the controls going up the floor. To T. That's going to be out of bounds. Gibson. Oh, Capella up to block it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Butler to T. And that one is out. Paul. To Butler. For 3, and Jimmy Butler all in stride. Catch and shoot 3 is good.
And the game flow in the second half is completely different than the first. That first half equals out of sight, out of mind. Way to recalibrate in the locker room and find your rhythm back on the court.
Anthony. To Harden. Rockets with 4 to shoot. From long range. Another chance. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
First try, no good. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. T-Wolves with the basketball. T to Wiggins. Can't connect from in close.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
Paul into the front court. Leads 4. Oh, they call the foul.
Just a tic-tac foul.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Subbing in for Houston, number 17, DJ Tucker.
Paul to Capella. And it's rejected by Jang. That'll get out of bounds off one of the T-Wolves. Time to shuffle things up.
For the Minnesota Timberwolves, number 25, Derrick Rose.
Harden. Great feed. And he finishes at the rim.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Minnesota with the basketball. Rose. Not that time. He missed it. To Paul. Has a chance. Wide open look. Won't go. From the painted area. Won't go down. Tucker. Over to the right side. Paul. Inside. He scores. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
To P.J. Tucker. Gets it in the left corner. Harden. To Anthony. That one out of bounds off a rocket. Fast pace. Mike D'Antoni giving his guys a breather. That's a 5-second violation. Carter Williams. When you look at playmakers from the last decade plus, what sets Chris Paul apart?
He always puts you in a position to succeed. He leads because he's vocal, and when he directs and he guides, there is nobody better at the position than CP3.
To P.J. Tucker. Nene. To P.J. Tucker. Nene. To P.J. Tucker. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor.
Got him. Good trap, good trap. Trap.
That one out of bounds off a rocket. Tom Thibodeau's seen enough from this group. New personnel onto the floor. Three-quarters complete with the Rockets in front. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway.
Scores 100 points tonight. Everyone.
Butler. And Tucker with the rebound. Nene to Paul. Throws it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Butler into the front court. His guys down 11. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Houston with the basketball. No, that's rejected by Towns.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Butler. And the rebound taken down by Houston. Tucker. To Paul. Tucker. And the basket good at the rim.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Butler knocks it down from mid-range.
You know, every time I watch Jimmy Buckets, the tenacity he plays with on the defensive end, it just reconfirms the fact that he's been named an All-Star 4 times. He shot a career best 47% from the field in 2017-18. So when you think about trying to lock him up, you have to limit his touches, and you have to force him to catch the ball with his back to the basket. Make him put the ball down on the ground and make contested shots, because if you don't, Jimmy Butler will cut you apart.
Swings it to P.J. Tucker. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Tucker. To Anthony. Has a look. Jumper's good. Change of scenery, but how can Melo still impact a franchise?
It all starts with a mindset. It starts with embracing and accepting your new role. He is no longer a starter in this league. He's a guy that's going to need to be positive on the bench, bring in his shooting abilities off the bench, and also be a coach when he's on the floor. That's the next step in the evolution for Carmelo Anthony.
Paul to P.J. Tucker. Curling inside. How you practice leads.